you know what? Arizona's actually pretty cool. Yeah, it took like 28 years, but finally, after watching them pass Montreal in the standings last night, I might even have a teaspoonful of respect for these guys all of a sudden, especially Liam O'Brien. But anyway, the Montreal Canadiens are officially locked in at 28th place in the league right now. Look at it, we did it. It's like deja vu. And you know what this means? It means no matter how you slice and dice it, they're going to be lining up at the front of the line once again to get a young, talented defenseman. Sorry, man, I couldn't resist. But they're going to be taking the best player available, and I'm fairly confident that it's going to be a forward. So here we go. First up, we're going to take a look at some percentages because people, they tend to get confused. Their eyes get crossed and stuff. They got that Mike Hoffman look on their face. So let me briefly explain what this all means. According to our good buddies over at Tankathon, everybody's favorite game, the Canadiens have a 24.5% chance to stay exactly where they are right now and pick 5th overall. But here's where it gets crazy, okay? The chances of them picking 6th overall is actually 44%. Wow. So realistically, 6th overall is actually the most probable outcome. There's also a 14.2% chance that they fall all the way back to 7th overall, but here's the good stuff right here. This is where dreams are made. There's an 8.5% chance of picking 1st overall and an 8.6% chance of picking 2nd overall. And I know, 8% doesn't really sound like a whole lot, even for me in chemistry class back in the day. But when you combine both scenarios, 1st and 2nd, oh my god. Did you see what just happened? Here's a more positive way of looking at it. The Canadiens have a 17% chance of having a top 2 pick at the 2024 draft. That's got a better ring to it. But even if they don't pick 1st and 2nd, they're going to have a good pick, okay? Do you want to know what's really crazy about the 2024 draft? Unlike last year, I feel like I'm not as emotionally invested in some of the players. You know what I mean? Last year, I really wanted Matvei Michkov. I mean, there's no denying it. I was also a big fan of Ryan Leonard, and it got to a point where I felt like anybody else would be a horrible mistake. Yes, even popcorn. That's just how I felt at that time. But right now, looking at some of the names that are going to be available in 2024, I might have Cayden Lindstrom or Ivan Demidov one tier above everybody else on my wish list, but still, I'd be happy with any of these guys. Berkeley Catton is unbelievable. Cole Eiserman is an underrated piece. Jerome McGinley's kid has been raising his own stock like crazy over the past couple of months. Can you imagine a miniature Jerome in the Canadiens lineup? I mean, if this kid's even like 75% of the player that his old man was, he's going to be wicked. There's a lot of good names that are going to be available. Am I confident in Kent? Of course I am. I can't even spell confident without spelling Kent. But I did ask you guys a question in a community poll today. Which player would you take if Macklin Celebrini was already off the board? And here's the results so far. Ivan Demidov got quite a few votes, okay? He got 49%. That's the guys that want the Demigod King. 25% of you are going for power forward Cayden Lindstrom. 18% want Baby Iginla, and only 4% would take Berkeley Catton. I mean, the Grasshoppers, they've spoken. But you can go ahead and let me know in greater detail how you feel about the draft in the comment section. Do you somehow feel like the Canadiens are gonna win the lottery this season? And if not, which player is on your radar after Macklin Celebrini, and why? I mean, come on. Somebody convince me. I want to hear all about it. Don't forget to bite a piece out of that like button before you leave here. And hey, I'll see you next time.